Shalom. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. My name is Pt.1, and I'm here to prophesy about the downfall of America according to Bible prophecy. So I'm going to start with this Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison." Right, now who is the devil? Esau, the white man, is the devil according to the Bible. And who is this alluding to fear not? The prophets, man. Because the prophets are eventually going to be cast into prisons, concentration camps, when all hell break loose, you know, because Esau's ultimate goal is to get rid of the prophets. The nation of Israel as a whole, but starting with the prophets, because we the reason why his kingdom is coming down to begin with. You know, so this is back in Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." Right, and when y'all get, and when the prophets, or we get cast into prison, some brothers might get tortured, some brothers might not eat, some brothers might get beaten, you know, so you're not supposed to have no fear of that. Some brothers gonna be beheaded. That's all Bible prophecy, man. Yahweh Shai had to go through it. The prophets went through it. You can't claim that you're a prophet of Yahweh Shai if you're not going through what the Lord went through, man. You know, so that's like, that's an honor to suffer and die for the Lord, man. You know, so you're on the right path if those things are presented to you. You know, for not taking MOTB, you know, or just for standing up for righteousness' sake. All right, hold on, Slocky. It says, Revelation 2:10, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, which is the white man, shall cast some of you into prison," right? Because not all the prophets are going to be locked up in the prisons or concentration camps. You're going to have brothers that's going to be on the run, hiding in the bush. You're going to have brothers that's just in the concentration camps, but don't be, but who are not killed. You know, so you don't know what lot the Lord gonna have for you in that day. Just be aware that these things are coming, are going to come to pass. It says that you may be tried. Tried means to be tested. And you shall have tribulation 10 days. Right, so you're gonna go through something during that time, whether you don't eat, whether you get beheaded, not be starved to death, but you know, don't get fed food on some days, you know. That's part of your tribulation. That's part of your test, your trial. Be thou faithful unto death, right? And then some brothers gonna be put to death while they're in those places. And I will give thee a crown of life, right, man? So your reward for dying for the Lord is that crown, to be crowned in the kingdom of heaven, to be joint heir with Yahweh Shai. Verse 11, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. The churches represents the Israelites, not the actual church, man. The Spirit is the word, what the scriptures is saying to you. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. Right. So if you overcome the tests and trials that you're going to go through while in these concentration camps or during the time of Jacob's trouble, when it really get hot out, so to speak, you know, when everything kick off, if you endure those things, you will not be hurt by the second death. The second death represents what? The thermonuclear missiles. This place is going to be hit by thermonuclear missiles from various nations like Russia, China, Arab nations, Iran. All that's in the Bible, man. Why? Won't you be hit by thermonuclear missiles? Because you passed the test. The elect, the chosen, those that are here when these things happen, are going to be beamed into so-called UFOs, chariots of Israel. And everybody that's left here going to be hit by thermonuclear missiles, man. For not taking heed to the word while they yet had liberty. While y'all got the chance right now to receive this word, you blacks, blacks, and Native Americans, it doesn't matter what color you are, neither. It's about nationality. We have been lied to about our true nationality. You know, so it's based off the spirit on who you are according to the Bible. Who the Lord said you were. You know? So yeah, man. If you are Israelite and you watching these videos, or if you have another nationality, I mean, it's like another so-called nationality that the white man didn't put on you throughout time, but your spirit resonate with this word, then you more than likely an Israelite, man. And it's imperative that you get this word right now while you can, before it be too late. Because everybody's seeing it now. Everybody see it. The whole world know about the Battle of Armageddon. The Battle of Armageddon is not in its hottest stages, but it's taking place right now in front of everyone's face. So it ain't no telling how much time you got left. That's why you got to get the truth while you can. And pass the test. This is Matthew chapter 20, verse 20. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him, and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? She said unto him, Grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand, and the other on the left in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. Right, and what was the cup that the Lord had to drink of? Which is ultimately the same thing as the baptism. All the hell and suffering he had to go through until he was put on the cross. That's the same thing that us brothers are being asked and us brothers have to go through. We have to swallow and drink that cup, even if it's unto death, because Yahushua had to do it. Any man that ain't partaking in that lot is not of the Lord's, not a true prophet, man, not a man of the Lord, man. You shouldn't be taking heed to that man, following that man, nothing. Separate from his company, man. And her company. Because women not supposed to be teaching, one, and then our women have to go through the same thing also, as far as in their lot as being righteous, holy women. It's not just for the men. Our women going to have to suffer with us and go through the things that we're going through. A lot of it. You know, and our children, brothers, children are going through it. You know, a man is going to save his household, because eventually, and I'm thinking of the women, as far as the unbelieving woman. Eventually, she gonna believe. You know, and if she don't, then she gonna get casted out, because we not dealing with women that don't believe. In them days, when all hell break loose, and them days is getting closer and closer. You see Trump passing all these laws, putting more stipulations on food stamps. A lot of women gonna fall in line, you know. So, us men that's doing the work, we gonna have to drink of that cup that the Lord is drunken of, man. You know, and heart desire, we of the elect, the chosen, we gonna be heirs in the kingdom of heaven, right alongside of him. And it's up to the Lord on who gonna be, you know, a joint heir with Yahushua. You know? But ultimately, once all Israel comes back through reincarnation, being birthed through the prophets, the men that make it, the 144, all of Israel gonna be royalty. But it's best to go in on that first go round and not the second death. You know. But this back at Matthew chapter 20, verse 23. And he said unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. See? You got to be of the elect, the chosen. says, hold on, it's locked in. Romans chapter 8 verse 16 or 15, I mean 17. And if was 16, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. Right, so our spirit is bearing witness with the spirit that's in this Bible, the scriptures. If our spirits line up with what's in these scriptures, then we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. That means it doesn't matter what color you are. That's all it's stating. 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahushai, if so be that we suffer with him, see, being baptized with him, drinking of the same cup with him. It's the suffering that he went through, we're going through, and going to go through up into death. If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. See, we have to suffer with Yahushua that we may be glorified together. So, you know, or suffer the things he suffered. Verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right, so everything that we're going through is not worthy to be compared to the things that we're going to receive for going through it. You know? Because the next stop is what? The kingdom of heaven. Back to the Garden of Eden we go. Or eastward in Eden. You know? Eden meaning paradise. In them days, the Lord is going to put the blessings upon us, upon the world, and the world is going to be governed back how it's supposed to be governed since day one, through the Spirit of the Lord, because the Lord got the world governed a certain way. And Esau is going against that because he's the devil. That's why the world is producing. That's why the soil is producing the proper nutrients, the food. Everybody experiencing this. Your food dying off as soon as you get it. You know. Etc. Man, the air poison, diseases are rampant. You know, all that is going to be done away with when it comes to, in the kingdom of heaven. Only people that's going to be catching diseases, you know, and stuff of that nature is the heathen nations. Because that's the curse being upon them, and that's going to be their punishment. But as far as diseases, just floating freely upon the world, what the scriptures say, pestilence that walketh in darkness, ain't none of that gonna be going on. We not gonna be catching none of that. Just the heathen. You know? Because the world was made for our sakes, man. It wouldn't be called the kingdom of heaven if we had to sit there and suffer everything that we're going through here in the kingdom of heaven. You know? Yeah, this is Romans chapter 8, verse 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right, man? So the things that we're going through is nothing compared, man. We got a lot better things coming. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, Verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Right, so people have been waiting for us to pop up on the scene. Why? Because look at the world. The scriptures say, when the righteous are in authority, the people more rejoiceth. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Who is the wicked? Esau. The whole world is in mourning. The scriptures say, him that destroyeth the earth. Esau is destroying everything. Everything is chemicalized, poison. And people tired of it. People are tired of this devil's way of life. So once the elect pop up on the scene and teach everybody what righteousness is, and we go through the process of the hell and destruction being delivered, the kingdom of heaven is next. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled in righteousness. You know, the nations are still going to be slaves under us for a period of time. You know, well, the nations are going to be slaves. Esau going to be a slave for 1,000 years. And then he's going to be done away with. The whole cracker nation, on every planet that we have them in servitude under, all of them going to be wiped out, killed, thrown in pits, destroyed. The other nations are going to remain tributaries unto us. You know? They might not have that hard bondage, slavery, like when Esau was on the planet, but they gonna remain tributaries unto us. We still gonna rule over them nations in the kingdom of heaven. You know? The law is still gonna be applied if they don't come up and worship and learn from us. They're gonna be put to death. All that stuff is still gonna apply. You know, the kingdom of heaven is the next stop, so we're gonna see how everything gonna play out, man. But on this side, while the wicked ruling, everybody's in mourning. Everybody's sick. Fat. Poor. Just to name the things that people are going through on this side. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Who are the righteous? The Israelites. We are going to rule this world in righteousness in the kingdom of heaven. The earth is going to flourish. The fruits are going to be nutrient dense. You know? The air is going to be clean. All this poverty and stuff that's going on isn't going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Now, we're going to be fucking up the nations for sure. Have them sleeping in pits, bashing their skulls in. But it's going to be a righteous rule. Israel not going to be having sex with young boys. We're going to get the killer nations and bring them back to life. That's righteous judgment. You know? They're still going to be tributaries to us, which is still part of righteous ruling. Salaki, I kind of lost my train of thought. But this is back at Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Right. Wicked bearing rule is Esau being the wicked. He's bearing rule. There's so much suffering going on the planet Earth. Poverty, disease, including STDs, sexual transmitted diseases. Them trying to take over the world and bringing all the world into conflict to the nuclear destruction. All them weapons gonna be burned up in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna be the ones with all the power, the spiritual power. You know? We gonna create climate control. I mean climate, what is it called? Damn, is it climate control? Yeah. We gonna be the ones to mess with the climate when need be. You know? The nations are gonna be our slaves. I'm pretty sure brothers ain't gonna poison their slaves and put them out of commission. Brothers gonna keep their slave just healthy enough and fit enough to do the work that they're supposed to do. We're gonna take the best of your women, you know. Might only allow you to have sex just to breathe. But it's still gonna be a righteous rule. Y'all, the world not gonna be in this that's much chaos, poverty, and disease in the kingdom of heaven, man. The trees even gonna rejoice in them days, man. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, man, the white man. He's the one that's ruling the world right now. Everybody knows this. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The top judge is Yahweh. Then Yahweh Shai. The apostles, prophets, disciples, teachers. Then the angels. All of them are colored men. Esau put them up as being Caucasians. If not, where and who is he? Right, so that's how you're able to determine who the wicked is, man. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Right. Esau, that red horse represents the white man, Esau, according to the Bible. He was given the power to take peace from the earth by what? His sword. Starting from the regular sword to his different weapons and weapon calibers, to his missiles and ICBMs. That's how he took peace from this world, man. That's why there's so much chaos and war going on. All that's gonna stop in the kingdom of heaven, man. According to Isaiah chapter 2, all their weapons are going to be destroyed, and they're going to be picking up farming tools. You know? It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And that's what I was just breaking down. That's his sword, his weapon, his weaponry, his arsenal. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1, it says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amoz saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days, and we in the last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. It shall be exalted above the hills. The hills represents the nations, the mountains represents the governments. The nation of Israel is the Lord's mountain, the Lord's government. And we're going to be put over all the nations. And all nations shall flow unto it. And this is during the kingdom of heaven. And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High, or the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways. Right. The nations are going to have to learn our ways, man. That's the law, statutes, commandments that's in the scriptures. And we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law, see? And the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, the swords, the missiles, them guns, knives, daggers, actual swords, killing instruments. They are gonna, it says, they shall beat their swords into plowshares. A plowshare is a farming instrument. And their spears, same thing as sword, into pruning hooks. Pruning hooks is farming instruments, man. So all that weaponry that they got, it's gonna say, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Right. So all of that weaponry and all this wars and chaos that's going on in the world, all this is gonna be done away with. And they're going into captivity now. I don't know if this is the precept that said that that weapon was going to be burned. It says, O Jacob, it says, O house of Jacob, come ye. and let us walk in the light of the Lord Yahweh. Right, man. But we gonna be made perfect in the kingdom of heaven. The laws is gonna be put in our inward parts. We are gonna be made, like I just said, perfect according to the scriptures. The other nations are gonna have to come and learn the law and abide by the law. And if they get out of line, we're gonna fuck them up. That's how they do us. What goes around comes around. See, the curses are going to be put upon all the heathen. The curses are going to come off of us, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh thy God will put all these curses hold on. It says, Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 5. It says, and the Lord Yahweh thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed. That was the land of Israel. And thou shalt possess it. And he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. Right? And this is going into the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord Yahweh thy God will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord Yahweh thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. See, the curses are going to come up off us, man. We're going to be made perfect in the kingdom of heaven. And the Lord Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Right. We were persecuted of all nations. We are in the slums, poisonous paint, diseases that these devils created and gave to us, and then made our people have to sell out to make it and do all types of satanic worship, etc., man. In the kingdom of heaven, they're not going to be worshiping the devil, but we are going to be fucking them up. We're going to be able to give them diseases, but keep them alive and have them working. You know? Damn, I'm just going to turn that again. We're going to be able to beat them to death and bring them back to life, man. And make them resume work. The power is going to be in our hands, man. We're going to be able to chop off their arms and have them work. Chop off their legs and have them work. You know, what goes around comes around, man. And it's going to be righteous judgment. Verse 8, it says, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh and do all his commandments which I command thee this day. Right. So in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be made perfect. The commandments is going to be within our inward parts. You know, we ain't gonna have to sit and study and do all that do all the research and all that type of stuff. In the kingdom of heaven. This Hebrews chapter 8 verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh Shai, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel for those days, after those days. Said the Lord, I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Right, so we're going to automatically have that instilled in us. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. See? Verse 12, for I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and iniquities will I remember no more. Right. That's what we got to expect. And that's what we going to get to expect in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're going to be made perfect. The nations are going to have curses upon them, though. You know? Because we are the chosen people of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. The world was made for our sakes. You know? We had to go through everything that we're going through so that we can be taught good and evil. You know? Because in the beginning, we were perfect. In the beginning, we were perfect, man. The law was in us in the beginning. Eve biting the apple is when we had to learn good and evil. You know? This was all set up and done by the Lord. Bear with me. Everything that we're going through was ordained by the Lord, man, and we had to go through it. Because ultimately it's the Lord's program. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, right? Because there was multiple nations back in the Garden of Eden, but there was a chosen line back then. Chosen line back then. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right, for who? The Israelites' sake. They were being called the Adamites back then. And then you had the heathen nations back then also. And then the Israelite line came through the Adamites, man. And that's going back into Genesis. Verse 56, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, right? The heathen nations will be like unto spittle, right? And that's why you're supposed to look down on these other nations. We are royalty. These other nations are not in comparison to us. We are the sons and daughters of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And the other nations are likened unto spittle. Spittle is spit, man. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. Right, man. The heathen have begun to be lords over us and to devour us, man. And they always have been what? Nothing. They said the world was created for whose sake? The Israelites' sake. The chosen line. But we thy people whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. Right, see, the Lord gave us into these heathen hands. These Edomites, white people hands, these African people of the various tribes, Ham, Cush, Mizraim, etc. We done been into captivity through all types of heathens' hands. Babylonian captivity, Rome, Greek, Assyrian, Egypt, and now we today in whose hand? Esau. So we have been given into Esau's hand because this is where we at now today. We thy people whom thou hast called thy firstborn and thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. Yep. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? Right. So if the world was made for our sakes, why do we not possess inheritance with the Lord, with the world? How long shall this endure? And it's coming to an end right now. See, we had to fall away first. We had to go through these curses, you know, because of our sins. And eventually we're going to be put back up on top, man. That's why all this hell and stuff is going on, which is Bible prophecy, to help establish us back on top. The scriptures say what have been is that what shall be. The things that happen in the reincarnation is happening now today. Us going through various captivities The same philosophy that they had back then is happening right now here today. The same people. Back then, through slavery and throughout them time periods, we are the same people now today. This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 1. The words of the preacher, which is King Solomon, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanities of vanities, said the preacher, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever, right? So, you know, that's plain. Oh, the world ain't gonna be destroyed. And the generations passing away, and, you know, it's a cycle of life, man. The sun also riseth, and the sun goeth down, and hastened to his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north, and whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again again according to his circuits, right? The circle. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And this is the point I'm getting at. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Right, so everything is reincarnated. The people, see, everything is modernized, but the philosophies, the gods people worship, same thing. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? The internet is even old. It goes back to the Urim and the Thummim in Deuteronomy. It hath been already of old time, which was before us. See? Nothing's new. This thing, everything that's happening today was happening back then. That's what King Solomon said. Everything that was happening during his time was happening back in the times before him. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come, which with those things, with those that shall come after. And that's speaking on the people. We don't remember our past lives. The Lord didn't give that to us. In the kingdom of heaven, when we're made perfect, we're going to remember our past lives, seeing how we died, but not here. Not back then, neither.